All right, everybody, welcome to Chapter 5, Expect an Abundance. We should be all be expecting an abundance because there is nothing but abundance. Only abundance. Only abundance. Remember that. So let me share my screen and we'll do, oh, hold on. I have the calendar up
That's
instead of the mastermind
that
principle.
beautiful calendar.
Yep. Okay. Now I can share my screen and we can do this. All right. Mastermind principles. Ryan, do you want to start us off?
I sure would love to. Thank you, Mary. Mastermind principles. I begin every mastermind meeting by reading these mastermind principles. I release. I release myself to the mastermind because I am strong when I have others to help me. Sophie.
I believe the combined intelligence of the mastermind creates a wisdom far beyond my own. Pat.
I understand. I understand that I will more easily create positive results in my life when I'm open to looking at myself, my problems, and opportunities from another's point of view. Jim.
I decide to release my desire totally and trust to the mastermind, and I am open to accepting new possibilities. Mary.
I forgive. I forgive myself for mistakes I have made. I also forgive others who have hurt me in the past so I can move into the future with a clean slate. LA.
Yes, I asked the mastermind to hear what I really want, my goals, my dreams, and my desires. And I hear my mastermind partner supporting me in my fulfillment. Ryan,
You're muted, Ryan.
I accept. I know, relax, and accept, believing that the working power of the mastermind will respond to my every need. And I am grateful knowing this is so. John, I see you.
Hey, hi
Hi,
guys. Okay,
John.
hi. Okay, dedication and covenant. I now have a covenant in which it is agreed that the mastermind shall supply me with an abundance of all things necessary to live a success-filled and happy life. I dedicate myself to be of maximum service to God and my fellow human beings, to live in a manner that will set the highest example for others to follow, and to remain an open channel of God's will. I go forth with a spirit of enthusiasm, excitement, and expectancy.
Fabulous. Welcome back, John.
Thank you.
You're
Glad to
welcome.
be back.
Good. Good, good, good. All right. Expect an abundance.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh,
My favorite.
good
Okay.
chapter.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this every time from here on out. On page 91, right before the beginning of the chapter, it says, the mind is a powerful magnet, and as such, it attracts whatever corresponds to its ruling state. Expectation dictates what that ruling state will be, and therefore governs what corresponds to the mind and is attracted into your life. Expectation can be either a blessing or a curse, but either way, it is certainly one of the most powerful unseen forces in your life. All right, we're going to spend some time on this because it is so good and it pretty much talks about every single principle that we need to remember in order to apply all of this material that Bob is teaching us. So the first line, the mind is a powerful magnet. So we have to ask ourselves, do I believe that about my mind?
I do. 100%.
Why?
Because I see it all the time. My mind is constantly attracting anything and everything depending on where I'm focused. And
Hmm.
it is powerful. It is so powerful because that's where everything begins. Hello, mind
Mind
first.
first. I wonder, we should write a course.
Wow. And I have to say that this is my new favorite chapter. I
This
say
time
that
around.
I say that because every time we've gone through this multiple times, and every time there's something new, some chapter will just jump out at me, and right now this is the one that's jumping out the most.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
I'm loving it because you're right, like you said a little bit ago, that this is really ties the entire book all together because he does a beautiful job. We're halfway through the book. We're on chapter 5. He recaps the first 4 chapters, gets us in this one, and tells us and reminds us that this whole book hinges on this chapter and the subsequent chapters. They all come together. It's laid out so beautifully, and the more and more we study this, or at least for me, the more and more I see how a piece of artwork this is and why it should be sold for $100.
Yeah. So the mind is a powerful magnet. So the reason why is one of the principles, the Hermetic principles, is that of mentalism. This is a mental universe. And the way that we can explain that is that intelligence is all around us, infinite intelligence. Bob Proctor calls it spirit or God. Napoleon Hill calls it infinite intelligence. Um, Wallace D. Wattles calls it the formless substance. But it is intelligent and it responds to our thought. Bob says that thought energy is the most potent energy in the world. This is the same energy that created this entire world, this entire universe is the same thought energy that we have. So think about this. We have energy flowing to and through us all the time. And I used to just say, yeah, yeah, I know, Bob. I know. But when I stop to think about it, this is how we know we have this energy flowing to and through us all the time. We are constantly thinking. There are thoughts just flowing in all the time. Whether we're controlling them or not is a different story. But there are thoughts flowing into our minds all the time. That's the energy. And we mold those thoughts according to our will. That's our free will, by the way. That's the free will that everybody's talking about. It's our ability to mold those thoughts. And then when we mold those thoughts in a certain way, we attract other things that look like those thoughts, that are on the same frequency as those thoughts. And we'll go into that deeper in the next chapter in the law of vibration and attraction. But first and foremost, mind is a powerful magnet because it works inside of this larger mind. This mind is just one little piece of the larger mind, right? Bob uses the example of there's one sun. Depending on where we are in the world, doesn't matter. There's one sun. Same thing, there's one mind. And our mind works within it and attracts according to what we are thinking. So the energy that we give out through our thought is attracting it back. So that first sentence, the mind is a powerful magnet. And as such, it attracts whatever corresponds to its ruling state. All right, ruling state. What are you thinking about the most often? So when we give ourselves little timers saying, okay, now say your affirmations, now say your affirmations, right? We do that periodically, maybe throughout the day, or we read our self-image script, or we listen to our self-image script, those types of things. But what are we doing in the middle between that time that we have those timers set? So we have this time that we're listening to our self-image script, and then we go on our merry way and think whatever thoughts are thinking us. Or Are we still thinking about who we are in our script? Are we coming from that place? There's a difference. And that's, there a lot of people ask me, how do you act like you're a millionaire when you're not yet? You have to come from that place in your mind because the ruling state is what's attracting the stuff. So if you're saying, I want to be a millionaire, you just negated being a millionaire because you're not that in your mind, right? And so it's not actually as hard as we make it out to be. I was talking to someone today, and their goal is to earn $100,000 this year. And I said, okay, this year I am earning $100,000. There's a difference between saying I'm earning $100,000 this year, and I want to earn $100,000 this year, and if I do, I'll retire. That's two different things. Those are two different energies. I am earning $100,000 this year. This year. This year, right? And so when we do that, we're like, oh, this year, me, $100,000 this year. And so they got excited about that. There's a difference. There's a difference in saying that's happening now. And I'm doing stuff right now to make it happen. I'm attracting it to me now. Ooh, I'm earning $100,000 this year. So whatever your goal is, make it now. Don't say, I want to earn $100,000 and when I do, I'll retire. Well, guess what? That could take forever. No, this year I'm earning $100,000. Yes. I'm selling the farm today, whatever it is, right, Pat? And so our mind attracts whatever corresponds to its ruling state. So if I'm going, I'm earning $100,000 now this year, yes, versus I hope I do. That's different. So your attraction is at, I hope I do. And so your results go, yep, nope, yep, nope, yep, nope. Because hope is like this, right? Knowing is where it's at. Expectation dictates what the ruling state is. Are you expecting to earn 100 grand? I am. I'm earning 100 grand this year, right? Isn't that expectation? I am earning $100,000 this year. This year, I'm expecting it versus maybe, hope so. We'll see what happens. Hope I get to retire. No, 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 no. This year, right? So expectation dictates what that ruling state is, which dictates what you attract. So are you attracting maybe, or are you attracting yes? Okay. And therefore governs what corresponds to the mind and is attracted into your life. What do you see? Well, now that I'm earning $100,000 this year, I am seeing all the ways that it's happening. Oh, I need to talk to that person. Oh, that person is a good person to talk to. Ooh, look at this opportunity. Oh, this is going to be good, right? This is getting me to my $100,000 this year. And then all of a sudden, you guys, it's so cool because you're like, ooh, this is the path. I'm on the path. I'm on the path to my 100 grand. Ah, this is how it's working. Instead of going, I hope this works. I hope that works. I hope this works. Throwing spaghetti at a wall. It doesn't work. It falls. John, do you have a question? There you
Okay,
go.
Mary, can you add like, okay, say I am earning $100,000 like easily with, like me,
Yeah.
have fun doing what I love to do, like me more, a little bit more elaborate. So,
Heck
you can,
yeah.
you can earn $100,000 like the hard way, but you say easily or doing what I love, with purpose or with service or something like that. You add that.
Absolutely, John.
Yeah,
That's perfect. Thank you for
yeah,
saying that because
yeah,
it's true. It
uh,
could be through a job, or it could be through
yeah,
your economy, or it could be
uh,
through a new way, or it could be
uh,
through I was gifted 100 grand.
yeah.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
you could, that's
Okay.
where the details matter.
Okay.
Sandy Gallagher uses a good example. She said,
Mhm.
"I really wanted a house on the beach in Malibu." And so she got a house on the beach in Malibu.
Mhm.
But the waves, it was so close to the water that the waves kept lapping up and making her windows all messy. And she's like,
Oh, okay.
I needed to be more specific.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
she said, then I was more specific about what kind of house I wanted on a beach in Malibu, and I got that
Mhm.
one instead, right?
Okay.
Lola, for instance, before we got Ben, she was manifesting. She does this all the time, but she's so good at it. But she goes, when we got Ben, she didn't know what breed he was. And we didn't know that he could jump because he had been injured and we didn't have a vet check. So when we did, we knew what breed he was and he was cleared to start jumping. Lola goes, "You know what, Mom? I really want a warm blood jumper." And I said, "Lola, that's what Ben is. You have a warm blood jumper. You just got one." And she's like, wow, wow. And I'm like, well, maybe he's a little old. You should have been more specific. But she got it, right? And so that is what is attracted into our lives. And she gets everything she wants. She really does. Whatever Lola wants, right? Sophie, whatever Naomi wants. But the fact is it's not because of I get it for her. I do a lot of times, but it's not me. It's the fact that she expects it. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. I asked her about that one day. I said, how do you know you're going to get that? She's like, because I want it. It's like, it's that easy, you guys. It's that easy. That's what I said. I was like, yep, that's it. You can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. Because when you want it and you know it's happening, you expect it. And expectance brings it to you. It's so much fun. That's the ruling state. Yeah, of course. There's no thought of otherwise. Why would I think like that? That's
Mary,
like what, oh yeah,
oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
Does Lola kind of study what you're studying? Like, how did she, was it self-taught or you taught her this or what happened? How did
Um,
she become a manifester like you?
well, she thinks it's cool to be able to manifest stuff, so
Oh,
I
okay,
tell her
okay,
how to do it. But
okay.
also, she just doesn't have as much baggage as all of us, right?
Oh, I
She's
see.
15. She started doing it
Okay.
when she was 12. So she doesn't
Oh,
have all the baggage of
oh, okay.
sifting and sorting through doubt and worry and fear. She
Mm-hmm.
has, why wouldn't it come?
Okay.
I'll make a list and that's what's showing up. She has
Okay.
that belief. And that's what they mean by having the faith of a child.
Okay.
We don't allow all the crap that's happened up until this point cloud what we believe is going to happen in the future.
Okay.
But also, she listens to Bob every day with me
Oh,
because we
nice.
listen to music on the way to the barn. We have a deal. We listen to the
Mhm.
music on the way, her music on the way to the barn, and we listen to Bob on the way home. So she's always listening, and she actually repeats. She's like, she says it as Bob's talking. She's like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah." So it's in there. It's getting in
It's
there.
in there.
Yeah, we listen to
Repetition.
thinking into results.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whether she wants to or not, she's getting it. I also made her
Mhm.
read this book for school because I homeschool her, so she had to read this
Mhm.
book and tell me what every chapter was about.
Wow. Good. Good to start young.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
expectation uh governs what corresponds to the mind and is attracted into your life. Expectation can be either a blessing or a curse. So if we use our memory the wrong way and think about all the reasons why we failed in the past, why this shouldn't work this time, why people disappoint us all the time, why this, why that, blah, 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 then we're going to expect that. People let me down, right? All of those things. Guess what? People are going to keep letting you down. Instead of going, you know what? People are awesome. If I'm an expression of God, so is everybody. That's what's cool. Every single one of us is the branch or the tree trunk and all the branches. Everybody's a branch. So everybody's an expression of it, a piece of this universal intelligence God, the creator, the creative force, life force, I don't care what you want to call it. It is a higher power, and we're all a part of it, and we all have the ability to use it. And to, yeah, thank you for the hearts, John. To use it and to live it. We just have to believe it. It's really what it comes down to is faith. Believe it. So it can be either a blessing or a curse. John Milton said we can make a heaven out of hell or a hell out of heaven. It's up to us. But either way, it is certainly one of the most powerful unseen forces of your life. The mind. The mind. Your mind. We all have one. And it's an individual expression of the big one. Right? So there you go. Then he asks us, what the heck are we doing? Are we moving? Are we taking action? What are you doing to increase your income? That's what he asks us right after that. If your answer to this question is nothing, or if you are just beginning to think seriously, what you could do, you have probably not yet grasped the ideas presented in the previous chapters. So I had calls with a few people today who are all wanting to be in action. Action. Let's take action. What action can I take? And this is actually going to be the topic of the workshop this Saturday is taking aligned action because this month is all about love inside a magnet mind. Love, 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 which is just harmony. So if we're in harmony with lack and limitation and I can't do it, then guess what? Your actions, no matter how hard you work, are going to be reflections of this is hard and I can't do it. But if you are aligned with who you are when you have your goal or the goal itself, 100 grand this year. Oh, yeah, right? When you're aligned with that, then you start to take action from that aligned place. And the actions actually work because let me say this, the actions are working. They're just working according to your expectation. But if your expectation is like, I don't know if this is going to work, well, then sometimes your actions will work and sometimes they won't work. But if your expectation is this is not working and I don't know what to do, guess what? It's never going to work. But if your actions match, or if your expectation is, I got this, I know exactly what to do, and I'm just going to, I just got a great idea. I'm going to move on it. Let's go. Let's go. The more we do that, the more good causes we're putting out there and the more good effects we get. This is all about the law of cause and effect. Okay. John says that's exactly what the book, The Science of Being Great says. Yes. See for yourself, other people, and the world to be great. Yes. I love that book. Don't you love it, John? Yeah. Yeah. Our mastery members, we all pick a book that we read for 90 days at a time. So each one of us is reading a different book, but John's reading The Science of Being Great. I'm reading The Science of Being Rich. Ryan's reading that too. And LA is also, LA, what are you reading? Are you there? Are you reading The Science of Being Rich too?
No. Oh yes. Cybernetics science.
Oh, Psycho-Cybernetics. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, by Maxwell Maltz. So he's reading this one. So, but the idea is that we read the same book for 90 days. So you read it and then you finish it and then you start over and you read it and then you finish it and then you start over. And then as you're reading, you apply it. And that's the key. The application of the book. That's why we're reading it over and over and over again. And then next quarter we'll pick another book. So Bob always says there's so much information out there. Bob puts the information out there. He tells us what to read all the time. But are we doing what they're telling us to do? That's the question. So when we come from this aligned place of, okay, this year, this is what I'm earning. Yes. I wonder how that's going to happen, right? Start asking yourself questions like that. I wonder how that's going to happen. I wonder how this is going to happen. Ooh, this is fun. And then it's more lilting, right? Doesn't that take the pressure off? What do you guys think about that? I see nods. What do you think? Is
It's
that
the
going to
only
help?
way. It's the only way to get to that 100K. I mean, that's a great analogy because the beautiful thing is when you make that decision that that's your goal, then the universe aligns with it and things show up for you to circulate and move into action and it causes circumstances that prove that you earned that amount of money.
Mm-hmm. Circulation. Ah, yes, please. I was talking to someone earlier today too. They took a course and then they're like, yeah, but I don't know if I was excited when I was taking the course, and I just don't know if I'm excited anymore. I said, well, write down all the reasons why you wanted to take the course in the first place. And he goes, oh yeah. And I said, was the course free? And he goes, no. And I said, guess what? Now you get to circulate the knowledge that you gained from that course. He's like, oh, and I'm like, mm-hmm. And that's when more stuff comes in. You circulate, so you give, you get, right? You give money, you get the information, you give the information, you get money. Wait, what? That's how it works, you guys. Did you just hear that? You give money, you get the information, you give the information, and you get money. That's it. It's all about circulation. Isn't that fun? So give what you get, and then you'll get more to give. It's really not harder than that. We make it harder, but it's that simple. hmm So expectation really requires us to believe in these laws. So if you don't believe in the laws, get in the mastery program because that is really all we talk about is the laws and working with them and controlling our minds so we can work with them, right? I mean, that's really what we're doing because that's the work. That's the life. Once you get to a certain awareness, you can't go back. And then you got to figure out how the heck do I work with this awareness? I have to apply it. And then you start applying it, but you have to be around people who also are applying it. Otherwise, it's really too hard. That's why I still have coaches, my own coaches. I have accountability partners. I have mastermind partners because you can't do it by yourself. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. It doesn't work. I have had the best material in my fingertips for a long time and I it didn't work. Bob has all of his Bob gives this book away. Doesn't work. The reason why is because we don't take aligned action and surround ourselves with people who are doing it too. That's really what it comes down to. Yep. Expect an abundance. Then you can expect anything because you know what the laws are and you know that when I do this, this comes back. When I do that, this comes back, right? Mm-hmm. Does anybody have any questions or comments about that? No, you just believe me? That's good.
I'm so glad this is being recorded because I think this should be that what you just said, those few sentences that you just said just previously needs to be put into a soundbite and put on your YouTube channel
Okay, I'll do that.
and attract them to our community because that was amazing. And I was just thinking about, 3 years ago when I was first going through this with you and how much more animated you are in the sessions than you were 3 years ago. I just love it. And you just got this certain pizzazz, a certain oomph and chutzpah that you got your stride. It's I could see it. It's like I'm so glad to be part of this journey with you because all of us, and all of you. I'm so happy and grateful to be part of this journey with you because you all see us. You see us as we go through the rhythm, the law of rhythm, and the law of polarity, and we're going here and here, and we're all growing. We're getting a little bit better each and every day, and that's kind of how this all works. Is that we just keep becoming more and more fully self-expressed. Our spiritual DNA is perfect, like Bob says. It's coming out of us. It can't help but exude as we immerse ourselves into this material. So, at any rate, I
Yeah.
just love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Good, good, good. So he says, this is on page 92. We haven't even gotten 2 pages into this chapter. He says, it means that before any of us can even begin to overcome the poverty which surrounds us in our external world, we must first conquer the impoverishment that is buried deep within ourselves. Ooh. It's a reflection. So there's something in us that we just are still seeing at a deficit, rather than like what Ryan just said. Everything is here. We are that expression. We're perfect. Our spiritual DNA is perfect, like Bob says. We have to believe that about ourselves. And I want to tell you a trick that I used today. In fact, this morning I got up and I was like, I kind of laid in bed for a little while. I'm like, man, I get up. And so I laid there and then I got up and then I was like, oh, okay, go make my coffee. And I was just like not on, right? And so then I listened to Bob. I'm studying lesson 3 and thinking into results right now with Allison, my accountability partner. And I was listening to it and I'm like, mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, Bob, thanks. And then I sat down to do all my stuff, my studying. And I was like, Mary, what the heck are you doing? Just listen, do what Bob said in lesson 3. And so Bob says in lesson 3 to write down your what you want, the habit that you're creating 100 times. And so I just did that. I just sat there and I wrote it out and I wrote it out and I wrote it out and I wrote it out. And and I just started feeling better. And as soon as I finished 1 page of that, I mean, I just went over and over and over and over and over. Finish 1 page and I go, oh, I have to do this. That's how it happens, you guys. You all of a sudden get inspired and something shows up. But you have to be willing to do what Bob says to do. And so I didn't feel it immediately this morning, but I started doing what Bob told me to do. He said, if you just do this, it'll work, Bob says, right? I'm like, fine, Bob, I'll do it. And so I did it. And then I noticed as I was going through the exercise that my mood was shifting and my thoughts were shifting. And all of a sudden I was on that vibration of my goal. And it started feeling better and I started getting ideas. And I promise you, I'm not an anomaly. This is how our minds are wired. This is how we're meant to work. So, if you feel like in the morning, don't discount the work. Get into the repetition. Do something. Do what Bob is asking us to do. Read your self-image script. Write your self-image script. Listen to your self-image script. Write your goal. Do what he's telling us to do. There's a method to his madness. It's so easy to discount it and go, Bob, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to sit here and write for 100 times. Guess what? I don't have time not to. Mm, mm. And neither do you. You know this stuff. You have a really good recipe right here. Start doing it. Use it. And if you want help, it's all in here. I have all the little exercises that you can use, right? Okay, what did you say, Ryan? That's a beautiful example of consistency beats motivation. Yeah, consistency turned into motivation all of a sudden. Actually, it was inspiration, right? Yeah, exactly. So start believing in these laws. And when we can believe in principles that don't change, we can expect what we're going to receive. We just can. That's the way it works. If we don't know the laws and if we're just kind of haphazardly playing around with them, then guess what? We'll get haphazard results. Mhm. Does anybody have any questions, comments? We only got into the second page of this chapter, but it doesn't matter. This is a great chapter. And Bob would say, read that 100 times if you have to. Right? So what's one thing that you're going to move into action on today to increase your income? What are you going to do? What's one goal achieving activity that you're going to do today? Pick one.
Mary.
Yes.
I'm like what man Ryan said. What you did when you was explaining that, give the money, get the information, give the information, get more money. That's
Mhm.
been something I've been traveling with for a long time. Not so much as that, but I've been thinking about it. You know, they always tell you about putting value out there and stuff like that in order to attract your people and then get them to believe in you and work with you. And so I was been trying to figure out what value could I give or where's my value gonna come from, and you just that simplified it to me. I was broke it down. Now, as for that to be, I would, say, put out a post or do a video explaining, well, this is what I learned today. Who knows about this or something to that effect, and then explain it a little bit, and then see if who picks up on it or accepts it, makes a comment on it or something like that. Maybe get a conversation started or going, and then see where we can go from there. Would you say that'd be a correct method or correct way of doing it, or at least one way to get started?
I think that would be a marvelous way to get started. And reiterate what Ryan wrote that consistency beats motivation, which means don't just do it one day.
Right.
Commit to a certain number of days each week or a certain number of posts each day or a certain whatever it is that you want to commit to. And then just start doing it, knowing that you're putting the causes out there and you'll field the effects when they come.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Yeah. And you're right, LA. You don't have it doesn't have to be harder than this is what I learned today.
Yeah,
It
because I
really
was
doesn't.
thinking, um, I was thinking about how maybe create a membership where that's what I'm educating on things that I'm learning that I know people can use, and they may be on topic or they might be getting educated themselves, but I feel like most of the people aren't. They just hearing bits and pieces or getting bits and pieces of it and not knowing how to really put it together and put it to use in their life. And if I could just get them to, give me say like $25 a month, and I then put out an email or PDF about something that they can use that can better their life one way or another, then they get value from that. So that's why I was thinking trying to do that. But I am started on the free notion first, and then
Mm. I have some ideas for you, LA. I gotta write this down. Hold on.
okay,
Hey, LA, do you still have a
yeah.
Facebook group?
I haven't, but like I said, I hadn't been in there. But like I told you, I think the first of the month, so I'm gonna reactivate it. I found some information from one of my trainings, so I'm gonna go through that. And once I get it lined up and open back up, I'll post it in the group and let everybody know to come back and check it out.
Absolutely.
Join.
It's wonderful that yeah, that's going to be a great place to start this whole idea that you just mentioned.
Right. That's one of the reasons why when Mary was encouraged me to do it, that I wanted to do it and whatnot, because I said I could use that as kind of my platform to put some information out there that some people can use, and then we can I can go from there. Once I find out what they want and what they seeking, then I know how to damn gather it or put it together to offer it to them, and then we then take it on to the next level.
Put out there what you want to put out there, and the people who want what you've put out there are going to find you.
Okay.
Don't sit there and go, I wonder what everybody wants. No, this is what I want to put out there.
Uh-huh.
Find the people will find you. Your mind is a magnet, right?
Right.
Yeah. And LA, I have some ideas for you, so we'll have to talk.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Does anybody else have any questions or comments today? No? Well, expect an abundance, everybody. Trust the laws, and if you need more work on the laws, come see me because we'll get you into mastery because that's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah. And really, we go through ebbs and flows, don't we, you guys? We go through ebbs and flows, we take care of them, and then we keep moving forward.
Yeah.
But we do it together. Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, and LA just clearly perfectly demonstrated the two most important things that Bob says in this chapter. In order for you to get what you want, is you have to have a desire first and foremost, and then you also have to expect an abundance. Have the expectation, have the desire and the expectation. So you've shown this, LA, and I've screenshotted you all lit up like a Christmas tree. So, and I may come back and celebrate this whole moment of all of us witnessing this brilliant idea, this light bulb going off moment. So, thank you for sharing.
Yes, yes, yes. That was fun. All right, everybody. Reach out to me if you need me. You know where I am. Hey, and don't be shy. Just reach out. And we'll see you soon. Hopefully, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Just do that little Google Calendar, put that in there, and I want y'all here for the
What time
Wednesday
tomorrow?
call. 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was
when
that
do
again?
your clocks change again? Is that March
The
or
first weekend in March, Sophie.
first weekend in March? Okay, all right. Well, I'll be
Yep.
on that call then.
Yay! Good.
Yay!
And John, it's just the Magnet 30 Mastermind, Wednesday mastermind call tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And invite
And
somebody you know that you
uh,
haven't seen on a call in a while. I'm going to be doing that. So.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this Saturday is our workshop. We'll be talking
Mm.
about aligned action. 1 p.m., I think, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
And
Will
that's
you
Valentine's
a
Day.
link?
So
Valentine's Day. What,
yeah,
Jim?
so yeah.
Will you be putting a link in for that
That's in the calendar also.
for
Mhm.
Saturday?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
Yay. Is it on your calendar now?
I haven't looked at it yet.
Well,
I
if
was
you
gonna,
updated, if you clicked on that link,
Yeah, I
it should.
clicked on the link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it say, hey, do you want to add this to your calendar?
It didn't, no.
It might already be on your calendar.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
check it.
Jim, I wish I could be a bird on your shoulder and just look and see what I see. All
Rock
right.
and roll, Jim.
Thanks, Mary.
All
All
right,
right.
everyone. We will see you later.
I'll see you
Bye.
soon
Okay.
Thank
after
you.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.